Later. Okay, cool. Okay, let's let's start sending these to the chats. Let's see if it's working first. If it is, happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday, good afternoon. Um, let's see, let's see. Okay, it seems to be working. All right, so let's send via chat. Let's post it. Post it. Let's send to the chat. Yeah, do all these steps. So I've been told. Hmm. Okay, so I won't do it this way, then I'll do it this way. Send via boom, jumps there, check. All right. Says reconnecting. Hopefully I'm live, but all right, let's do the introduction, huh? One step at a time, family. How you doing? Hope everything is well. X Church and Chronicles. Hope your Tuesday is going good as well. This is the Chipper Tuesday community spaces where we link up with chimps and we talk all things chimpers. We talk all things chimpers. We talk about what's been going on Web3. We have conversation about life in general. It's just a place, a safe place for us just to congregate and talk. Um, bear with me. I am not able to, don't know what's going on with the internet. Hopefully it doesn't do it to me, but I see GTA in the building. Let's see how we're. All right, so the live seems to be live in. I do see GTA there. GTA, thank you so much for jumping on. Probably can't hear me because he's on the spaces. Maybe he could if he's on the stream. But there's been a lot of sales, a lot of exciting things that the team has been talking about. Uh, and it's doing it to me, guys. It's doing it to me. Let's see if I can. Okay, so I think GTA is watching it through the stream and on Spaces. If that is the case, how you doing, GTA? Hope you're doing well. Good afternoon. 5 p.m. on my side. Spain is up 2-0. Who are you guys going for? And what do you guys think so far about the final four? The chat is chatting. The chat is chatting. All right. Let's see if it's working now because it does. All right, good. Let's go. Let's talk about protocols, shared spaces. I think we can start. I think we can start. GTA, happy Tuesday. Not sure if you're tuning in on stream and on Spaces, but I did see a light there, so maybe both. Hope you're doing well, brother. Me and GTA got something special cooking. We just gotta tighten up the details, have a direction, so we can, hit the floor running. But yes, the chimps have been liberated. The chimps have been liberated. We'll get into what that means for the token strategy and just in general, those that are trying to collect protocol chimps. Um, there's been a exchange of Genesis chimpers exchanging hands for quite a few. So it's pretty exciting to see those numbers. You know, especially as it's not so I'm gonna call it, it's not such a great market, and still we see activity of this kind within this magnitude, really. But I'm gonna start off with that real quick. I'm gonna put a couple things on the jumbotron there. We'll wait for other legends to jump in on the space, but as I started the stream, giving a shout out to my family over there on YouTube at One Step at a Time. This is a space that we host every Tuesday afternoon, 5 p.m. sharp. We tend to do this weekly and we try to stay as consistent as possible. And really, what this is about is just going through the news, going through everything that has happened since the last Tuesday Spaces, and you would think that they may be just a couple of things, but no, there's quite a few things that always happens in this space. The space is always moving really, really fast, and sometimes it's pretty hard to catch up with everything, So daily participation is required for you to not miss a single thing. Uh, and that's why we're here to try to see if you can catch up people up to speed. Not necessarily only Chimpers community members, but also NFT participants, Web3 enthusiasts in general, just people that want to learn about what's going on in the space. We try to make it inclusive as possible. We have guests every now and then. Every now and then we have the one of the founders jump in on the spaces, get his perspective, get his insight on what's going on in the backgrounds. And sometimes we have alpha. Sometimes we have alpha. For those in on the Chimpers Chronicles X, I'm home, family there. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the Chimpers on the timeline, but if you haven't, rest assured that this is one of those spaces that you can definitely tune into and get quite a few information about what's going on. And none of this should be interpreted as investing advice, but from my point of view, my perspective, I share what the team has been cooking and why I'm just so over the moon and why I'm just have a large conviction on the project. Uh, I did say that the World Cup is on right now, so maybe that will give us a low count as far as guests and viewership, and that's fine. The World Cup is the World Cup. But I cannot miss one day of your Chimpers Tuesday space. This just in, Spain won 0-2. Wasn't expecting such a brutal win over France, but there you have it. You have that W, that dub, and it's down to three. So we'll wait and see for tomorrow's game against England and Argentina. That'll be at 3 p.m. And then the final. Um, so I don't get this. Yeah. So France will face the loser of the Argentina and England game, and Spain will face the winner. Um, the Chimpers team is from England, so I know the England team beat Mexico, but we're gonna have to root for them. We're gonna have to root for England because Chimps are based in England. Um, but yeah, that's a little bit of some real life, um, some real life like news. I guess while we are on the spaces and on the stream, we would like to give you. I see three people tuning in. Appreciate all three of you guys. I guess we could give you a little rundown of what's going on apart from Chimpers while we wait for other legends to come in. I have the great fortune to be a participant in many projects, and I don't say that to be braggadocious. I say that to really be, you know, it's sort of like there's not only one topic that I try to cover here. It is a broad IP character sort of like play that I'm doing here, but different teams take different steps and implement in different ways. So not one team implements the same way as another team, and you will see that as I cover a couple of these projects. It's primarily on Ethereum. I'm a native Ethereum um, user and participant. We see Junkie in the building. Let's get Junkie up here as our co-host. This will help me too in case the spaces goes down. Um, and it's pretty much a learning thing. I'm by no means an expert. I'm just again showing my perspective, my point of view, and again in my experience. But as we see, there's a couple of other chimpers that participate in other projects, and they get wins. And this one, Wackyville, is one of those wins. 111 NFTs, unique characters from the mind of EU. EU, I think it's pronounced that way. But yeah, we see the floor of Wackyville at, as I'm guessing, like three, yeah, at exactly 3 ETH. And that was also given to some of the Chimpers members, so that's a win as well. But Junkie, I see you up here. Let's chop it up, bro. How you doing? How's your Tuesday going so far? How you chimping? Let's go. I love to hear the voice, man. Doing good, man. Doing good. Surviving the heat, but staying cool. And also watching the game, bro. Did you tune in? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, bro. That was brutal. 0-2 is crazy. 0-2 is crazy. Yeah, man. Uh-huh. Yeah. I yeah, man. I wasn't expecting that, but hey, three left, three down now, right? That's three left. So we're gonna get the third place. That'll be France versus whoever loses against England and what you call it, and Argentina. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I mean they knocked down the strongest team in my mind. Yeah, man. Yo, so there's this NFT called Wackyville. So it was rumored that there was gonna give some allocation to Genesis. I think it sold out before it even got to that location. I wasn't really paying attention to it, but now I am, as it is at 3 Ethereum, bro. Like, have you seen it? What you think about the art? And wait, think about that massive up too. That's insane. 3 ETH. Yeah, it already minted. So there's only 111 of them. Yeah, and for it to just like, mhm. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was Insight and Timper's Wackyville allocation there. They yeah, it's on ETH. Yeah, it's on ETH. I wouldn't I can't really speak on too much of it, but I think they're making a show out of it. The artists, uh, EU. Yeah. So I mean, these are all unique. There's some fire, some heat, but yeah, Temper's Minted one, and that's the artist. The artist. Yeah. And Baki, he he picked one up for like 2 or 3 ETH. I'm like, okay, so you must know something. Yeah, and this one minted this like literally like 2 weeks ago, something like that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but they winning, bro. Yeah, no, for sure. But no, actually, so it's in a rewards pool. So maybe, one of us gets lucky enough to be able to get gifted one. That would be yep, definitely a hell of a come up. But yeah. Oh man, talking about Genesis, bro. No, talking about Genesis, man. You get to see Papa Crusher pick up Papa's Genesis for 5.5 Ethereum. That's 10K, bro. 10 bands. What? Yeah, I mean, I can't. I mean, other than Papa, I wouldn't know who else that specific Genesis would like fit. Now that you're saying, you was looking at it, I can see it fitting you. You know, but yeah, man, that was such a clean Genesis. It just screams like American badass. 10K though, 10K. And then you had a massive buy, uh, Tanti. That was to who was that to? It was a six Ethereum, bro. It's insane. No, yeah, no, yeah. I mean, oh, so okay, I remember it was Crusher, and then it was he's rocking Mac. He's rocking a Wackyville, and he has a couple Wackyvilles too. I'm not sure if he's affiliated, but he's rocking hard with the Wackyvilles. But yeah, Mac dropped 6 Ethereum for a Genesis, and it just made me realize like we're comparing them to Bored Ape. They're not so far apart, bro. They're not so far apart. I mean, I hope so. Yeah, insane. Total insanity. But yeah, man. I mean, hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers is one of us that participate on a regular that get one of these gems. I mean, honestly, uh-huh. So good, man. So good. If you notice the robot one, that one was minted by Insight, and then the one that looks like the horse from a chess board, that one was minted by Timpers. Yeah, man. And I mean, it just look and it minted at 0.069, bro. That's freaking insane. That massive uptick to like 3 Ethereum. Insane. Uh, Uyu, let me look him up. Let's not. Okay, so this time I'm definitely not gonna click off the spaces like I did last week. I dropped the ball on that one, but yeah, Uyu. I mean, he specifies it on this sort of like art style. Did you find him? Because I'm looking for him right now on OpenSea. Let's see. Okay, so I see it already. Uyu. Yeah, Uyu. Oh, really? Oh, I'm gonna have to look him up. I'm gonna have to put the interesting. I'm sort of lagging, so I'm gonna have to leave it for outside of the stream. But it just seems that the Genesis chat is just like really behind it. Baki, grabbing four, and because he had four of these Wackyville 101 NFTs, he got an honorary, yeah, his Chimpaki, what is it, Baki the Wise? Yeah, Baki the Wise. I'm about to look. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Crusher's like, I guess pun intended. Crusher's crushing it. Like for real, he's like picking up some heat, some massive heat. So, bro, like it's insane here. Let me see, Baki the Wise. But I mean, for Baki to pick it up for 2.3 Ethereum, he must know something that we don't know. So I mean, he posts up GM Legends. Didn't expect to wake up with this, but thank you to you, yeah, Uyu, for making me a part of the story. Keep smiling. From Chimper's roots to wacky legacy. Yeah, that's insane. I mean, look at the lore that they put it. Deep in Wackyville, a wise chimp named Baki wandered, not searching, just walking the way legends do. Along the way, he gave lost souls a place to call home. Luna met beneath the moon, Marlin in the Shadow Alley, Billy in the Outback Mountains. Then he found Diamora. That's the diamond Wackyville that he picked up. Some say Baki's still out there wandering Wackyville, searching for more loved ones he has not yet found. And yet the story continues that Mora will be there to witness it. Until then, she remains in his hat waiting. That's some fire lore, bro. If somebody treated me like that, if somebody treated me like that, I'm not selling nothing. I'm keeping it. No, dude, that's insane. And I see Crusher in the building. Crusher, man, you've been on the freaking roll, brother. Like, shout outs to you. Crusher, Wipers, I see you in the building. Zoobs, I see you in the building. Like, GTA. But yeah, I got to give that shout out to Crusher, man. He's on it. And I see the Mr. Quack is Mr. Quack is back in the chat. PFP'd it. I mean, there's something about that one PFP that you could never change. I don't know if you resonate with that, but regardless of how many other like great NFTs you get, that one that resonates with you, you can maybe bring out the heat, but you always go back to that one. And I can resonate with that Crusher because my pink cherry chimp is going nowhere. He's staying red. That's my PFP. That is the way. Yeah, that is the way. But yeah. There you go. Crusher, if you want to jump up on stage, it would be great to hear from you and what you see and what you know about Wackyville. Because, I mean, now the chimps have two amazing Wackyville NFTs in the treasury. Reward season is coming up, and maybe one of us here in the spaces might be lucky enough to get one of these coveted NFTs. They calling it the mint of 2026. I mean, they're giving it that much hype, and I think rightfully so because yeah, you have massive legends backing this up like crazy. But yeah, dude, I see OpenSea also, shared exotic raccoons PFPs, and luckily for us, it showcases his penguin, but also his chimpers. So, again, OpenSea being the platform, I guess, for NFTs with 2.2 million followers. And this video racking up 43.5K views. I mean, it's beautiful because it's just those two duels, being showcased in it, getting a lot of love. I posted it up there on the Jumbotron for you guys to see. Maybe give it some love. Um, yeah, the hexagon PFPs are back, but I think maybe just on OpenSea. So yeah, maybe check that out. Maybe that's on the mobile. I have not signed up to the mobile. Have you tried it out, Junkie? Mm, interesting. Like, I mean, I have the app, but is it different from the regular app? So I guess I must give it a try. I must give it a try. Yeah, because I mean, I've had the MetaMask for the longest. Okay, okay. So it's just gonna be like MetaMask mobile or something. We gotta. Amazing. Oh, that's awesome. But Crusher requested to come up. Crusher, if you in the building, happy Tuesday, brother. How are you doing? How are you chimping on this fine Tuesday afternoon? Hey, first time I hear your voice, bro. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You, oh man, the OG. Let's go. That's some lore I didn't know. Let's go. Yeah. But yeah, as I said, bro, you've been on a massive roll, bro. Congratulations on UG. Congratulations on cooking with Wackyville. Me and Junkie are not informed, bro. You mind giving us some of your insights and what makes you bullish about Wackyville? Oh, awesome, awesome, man. I think you lucked out for sure, bro. Did you pick it up at a crazy up because it did go like what, maybe four even? I'm not sure, but right now it's sitting at three. Interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up. Interesting. No, that's fire, man. I retro, like you said, it just hits. It reminded me of like what is it? The Cuphead show, I think it's called. It reminded me of like there's like this zombie game that I remember having like I think a scenery of this kind of type of game, but and that's crazy that you got it like that at that level. Can you go take a shower? No, I mean you got the sketch one. The sketch one is really unique. It's definitely a grail. I mean, all of them are, but that one really stands out because the sketching of it gives me like before final product kind of thing. No, for congratulations, bro, because that is a win. I just haven't felt like the space has been that excited about stuff since in a long time, and just now it's just catching momentum. Whether it's Azuki with the TCG and going to Anime Expo, and people just being so like crazy over the cards, loving the game, loving the art. Right now with Planosaurus, and right now the timeline is flooded with it being on Amazon Prime. But even before that, just like releasing the short and Chimpers right now also with the collector hub and people going crazy for the cards that they just dropped. Right now, being able to break down that wall that was there one eve, people just scooping up a whole bunch of protocol chimps, and then that burning the supply. Like, it just feels like people are really active, passionate about what they're doing, and not really focusing on the short term game, but just like actively participating. Well, yeah. Yeah, right now with the master licensing that they got, the partnership, and just a little bit of like what I heard on their own stream that they had, just pitching it, like talking about it, and then just having that like we're more and more getting immersed in digital. That's not gonna be a trend that just like easily goes away. It won't revert back to like the norm. Like, this is the media that people are consuming. Like, every young child, even us adults now, just consume really from either YouTube or the other main socials. The Chimpers team is the one brand that is racking up all these views, that has these fandoms, and that's really enticing to establish partners. And from what Sir Joy said, that there was this time where they had a conversation, and he said, like, listen, I'm gonna, present the IP. And supposedly it was this one guy that was like, he's the all knowing for like IP and character brands. And if he decided that it was a no, then it was definitely a hard no, hard pass. And from what Sir Joy said, he was in love with it, and that just it just makes me really more excited about where it can go. We already had a little bit of taste of it, right, with the selling out of the coffee mugs, for example, and the large audience that it has built up over the years. But since you're an OG and you've been the host of it, like, how do you see it as where it started off as, just being pixel, being a story driven, really a lot of adventures and experiences to where it's at now. Like it's a bona fide character brand that has a lot of collabs underneath its belt. Also being showcased in like French news, for example. Having a collab with one of the largest boba tea chains in the world, and that campaign being one of the most successful, apart from other IPs that they built it. Like, how do you see it, from your perspective? Yeah. Yeah, no, that's I mean, I agree with everything you said there, but it's really, for me, it's really crazy because then you lived it. So, I'm just a fan. I'm just like going through because I've watched the streams and the interviews and as many, little holes that I could jump into and dig up information. Like I just, now it's like I'm trying to like, it's almost like stuck into memory, but you lived it. So, it's really great to hear it from the person that, has lived it and watched it develop throughout the years. Because I'm not sure if you was in one of those spaces that happened, I would say a couple of months ago, but it was a non-active holder, and when she came in, she was rightfully uh, like confused and sort of like mad, like why is my chimper not a pixel? Why is it in this kawaii? And they jumped in, inside jumped in on a call, and it sort of seemed like it was okay, but then it was quickly sold. So the person didn't see the vision, and and that's okay. Maybe they weren't tapped in, but um, yeah, I mean, it's great to see that you from the beginning and experiencing it all, and then you got to realize that too. Like one of their superpowers is, yes, we collab with other people, but we stick to our powers. We know storytelling, we know experiences, we know how to cultivate great communities, we know how to bring colorful games out. We just tapped into culture, but we also know how to like give out, and create other stuff with other people that are just more versed into it. And one of them being like Pedro, creating this collector hub, this like state of the art collector hub that's all like inclusive with the world. And it tells you the story, but it shows you the art that you're collecting. It shows you, it gamifies it because it gives you like a leaderboard. And we're about to experience our first official like reward season. But for me, I find it really intriguing that they just give, bro. They just give. Like if you go to the Chimpers art collection, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that was given out to people, right? That was given out free to people for the ones that did the experiences. Not too long to be quite honest. To be honest, I came in around the last 2 weeks of the board game, so I probably rolled the dice like maybe twice. But other than that, really, it was luck to be honest. This is one of the first times where I took advice from. It was actually Rao Pao. I don't remember what video it was because I can't find it anymore, but it was Rao Pao that I was listening to, and at the end he shouted out chimpers. So I gravitated to the pixel, and after that I was just really so happily surprised, because I was really into the space for the art, and just getting to know Timpers, getting to see a video that Nate cooked up, and just getting to know them. It's like, wow, okay, this is I got really lucky because I could have lost money, but I didn't, and I just really fell in love with the community, and more so the way that insight made me feel from the beginning. It was like, oh, hey, listen, is this your chimp? Uh, and then just quickly saying, oh, look, I looked up at your YouTube videos. I love the message. And I'm like, dang, really? Like, I feel seen. So I was like, okay, I'm all in on chimpers. And yeah, as I said, pretty much it's just passion afterwards. It's just digging through the archives, looking at sandbox interviews, looking at other interviews that they did along the way with Coffee, with Captain, just a whole bunch of Rug Radio. That's a great interview that they did as well. Um, and yeah, I mean, just getting to know them, and finally figuring out that this is really a family feel, and actually a family that's building this is just simply amazing, bro. Like that I hit a string in my in the chord. I'm a family man. I got 3 kids, and I was like, oh man, hell yeah! Like they have everything that I want as a collector, as a community member. Like, yeah, they just hit every checkbox. Like, yeah, yeah. I mean, what about you, Junkie? Like, I think you've told me, but were you a mentor? How far along did you realize and jumped in? No, I agree with everything you guys said. Like honestly, Insight was on his wedding. On his wedding day, he was still in the chat. I'm like, yo, bro, go celebrate, man. Like, get some rest. I forgot what they was dropping, and Katis was in the stream while her baby. I mean, while his baby was getting, giving birth and stuff. I'm like, his wife was giving birth. I'm like, wow, man, like you guys are committed, like for real. Like you guys are on a whole different level. And yeah, I just checked the actual time because I be forgetting. But I'm about to turn 4 years 4 years old in October 3rd. Crusher. So it's yeah, it's almost been 4 years. It's crazy how time flies. It's in just again the games, the arcade. I used to play those a lot. Like the way that they include other projects, not only in their games but in their campaigns. That's also another of their superpowers because they're just so nimble. But because Inside is doing the work, because they've already an established team with like a legacy, really, they culture. Other projects want to work with them, and so like you get to see that cross pollination, or it's like Sir Joey will say, growing. We always grow vertical, but now we're growing horizontal, and you see that when you have like different like Doritos community members like racking up cards and trying to get those leaderboards and then winning prizes that brings them into the ecosystem. It's just organic. It's super organic. It just happens so naturally, and they're just a big ass force to be reckoned with. Like Junkie said, nimble team, small team, how they do it, I don't know, but they definitely figured it out. And yeah, chimpers forever, bro. Oh man, yeah, Craig has been what you call it, a no, an example. Man, that guy is always on the spaces. Odie, when Odie was running the show, when he was at the helm, he would call him our um what is it? Our chimpluencer. So Craig is your favorite influencer, something like that. But I totally agree, man. That guy is on the gaming scene. He's always on like multiple spaces. He's always putting on the good word. He was running the creator program. I mean, the only reason why I'm streaming at this moment, I will forever be, credited to Craig. Craig took the time to like sit down, walk me through it. Yeah, man. So I love Craig. Craig is a brother, and just a big helping force as well in the dojo. So yeah, right on, Crusher, on giving them those flowers. No way, bro. Some lore. Are you from the UK as well? Hey, nice. America, America, America. That's funny. No, but what did you guys think about this Chipster protocol? Are you guys picking up at these prices? It's currently at 0.03293. That was a mouthful, but with them working out and spreading the percentage in different ways. Now a lot of uh, chimps have been become more available. We do have about like 10 chip millionaires, and now we can also send chimpster without the fee, and they're opening a way to like use it for payments and stuff. I find that to be intriguing, and it got a nod from the Good Vibes team, which was one of those very first. projects that also took on the strategy token as their ecosystem. Oh man, no, no, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, well, I would like to hear your perspective because you got a banger Giphy. Like that's gonna be the Giphy for parties. It's just like it's really great. I love what Mr. Crack is doing. I love what your Chipper is doing. But why do you think that that's a good play? Because I find there to be value when you use a Giphy, but it showcases your chimpers. Like it should be a little bit like straightforward, but I would love to hear your perspective from it, why you pay the chimster, and yeah, what do you see there? Because I'm also fortunate enough to have won a Giphy, and I find it to be so valuable. Especially, I'm not sure if you guys heard of Records. Like they had a campaign with them too. I'm not sure if it was Find a Bosu or it was a team from an abstract team. I forgot that created Records. If you ask me, your chimpers is worth more now than it was before, just because of that. But yeah, I totally agree with you. Especially if you're building your personal brand with that chimper and the Giphy, it just adds a whole bunch of value. It just goes up for me, to be honest. Junkie, what are your thoughts on that, bro? And are you looking to create a Giphy? No, he just basically I asked him, why the Giphy, if you can think of, just because of his perspective, and he sort of just said the things that needed to be said. If the the brand is growing, your personal brand, if they can showcase it on their platform, their Giphy platform, which currently has 2.4K uploads and it has 1.2 billion Giphy views. If your Giphy is in that collection, that just adds, creates visibility opportunities for your chimper. And yeah, I mean, it just helps your brand, and I personally think that just adds more value to your chimper. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man, 100%. As Sir Joe would say, it's chimp edible. So yeah, it's you can't. It's a force that can't be denied and also can be avoided because you're seeing it now with like on socials, people wanting that Fugler's chimper, and they handcrafted their own one. Like, how far of love do you have to have for a brand to make your own Fugler? Um, and yeah, just chimpy related, and that. Mhm. Yeah, bro, 100%. And like, I mean, they showcased this, and I think it's worth saying now that you're saying this. Not only the community, right, but just the fans that they're getting outside of Web3. You can see it on this post right here that Sir Joy posted. It's like, followers are great, community is better, but fans are priceless. Every chimpification leads to another casual follower down the road and becoming a lifelong Chimpers fan. We have 3.8 million followers. It looks like Master Chimpo is going to be busy. That's hinting on other people on social asking for a chimpification and then rocking it as their PFP and then sort of building their brand with that chimpified chimper. Overall, I just feel like massive wins for IP. Yeah, I mean, we know it because we sort of live it, but eventually you're gonna have to consider what Crusher has gone through. You know, Timbers being there at the Board Ape, forefront, being a mentor, being one of those first artists that created animated GIFs, that told stories because again we want our PFPs to come to life. You have to consider that. You have to consider that he has time in the game. Work doing the Face Clan art contest. Him doing stuff for Pokimane, him, having his own YouTube channel where he had tutorials, him having animating graphic animation degree, that matters. Him being a artist of the nouns, him, working with people like Grimplin and having those connections from the early beginnings. You have to consider that. You have to consider the long history that Chimpers has, and it's fine that we're not getting the flowers now, but I can't look around and see all these major PFPs with high floor prices and then not look at their supply. Their supply is crazy. It's like double Chimpers um, generative collection, and they're yeah, again, they don't come with the story. Like, they don't come with like names. They don't come with unique sound. It just, the team always adds layers and layers and layers of depth, but it's not reflected. But soon enough, that's gonna be irrelevant because we, the holders, know the value here, and we will wait patiently for the people, for the right type of collector to come in that will put a proper value to these characters, because each one of the characters plays a story in the chimverse. And again, like we mentioned, in total, about 3.8 million followers. There's just simply not enough chimpers to go around. And that's where we will reap the benefits of being in the trenches, of being loyal supporters, being active participants. Like, again, I say, like, X has grown to 67.5K followers. Uh, TikTok at 2.1 million followers with 54.1 million likes. Uh, we mentioned, Giphy, but Instagram at 1.2 million followers. Facebook, considered like Boomer or something like that, but it's getting a whole bunch of followers, 111K followers. Telegram with 4.5K subs. I mean, they're all social media platforms. Pinterest as well. I mean, they don't have a lot, but the fact that they're in Pinterest and they're getting, attention over there. On OpenSea, having that migrated contract, they used to work with no royalties. Now they're working with royalties. And what are they doing? They putting it back to the IP. They're building out this treasury that's worth 257.7K in USD value and only adding to it. Like all of that matters. And currently there's 3,842 migrated chimps with 951 unique followers. And we started that campaign this year. So for the majority to speak, for the majority to be behind the team, it just says a lot about what we have here. Something really special, and I feel like this is not investing advice, but I just feel like the price is just gonna go higher than it is now. I Yeah, that's my conviction play there. The art is there, the story is there, the community is there. Yeah, the fandom is there. Yeah, 100% agree, bro. Real quick, got to shout out Bagel in the house. We got Inside, Poofy Puffs, Wipers, Soulmate. Appreciate you guys jumping on. Yeah, man, I agree with you. I, I even posted it. I felt at that time it hurted me, but I knew that it was just gonna be the best play that I can do is to get myself a Genesis. And yeah, I got mine around I believe three ETH, but I had to sell a lot of assets at that time as I wasn't liquid. But yeah, I mean to see from where I bought it to now, yeah, the price has gone dramatically up. And it's beautiful to see. Dude, there's only 100 of them. Like I just it blows my mind that there's only 100 of them. It's super scarce, and I think that's why the team is so tapped in because the collection is not big. They see each one of us. It almost makes me like admire that. Well, I admire the hell out of them, but it also makes me like just love them even more when they're like, oh yeah, no, that was that person. No, no, yeah, and they named them by their name. Like I'm like, oh, that's insane, bro. Like this is family at this point. And again, that family feel like them all being family and related. That's beautiful. I forgot who it was. Oh, it was Zoobs. Zoobs told me that Pinky was mom. I went like, I didn't know that was mom. That's beautiful. Like okay, there you go. Like it's yeah, it's and you can feel a sense of what you call it of I don't know the word, but you just feel like secure because this is their baby. They want this to flourish. They're doing all the right things to make it flourish. I mean, They taking out Master Chimpo from the U2s. They have that toy, right? They have the Playwell. No, yeah, no Toy Laxi, the Toy Laxi figurine. They just finished dropping blind boxes, and they're working on another one. They have this licensing partner that is a global arm that's able going to be able to manufacture everything. And it's like, yeah, man, we are in the right spot, and it's okay if the price doesn't reflect, but we know what's here. And it's substance, it's history, it's culture, it's art, it's story, and it's just an IP that's beloved by millions already. Do with that information as you will, but yeah, definitely not financial advice. But I only see a bright future from here on, and it's just been a massive win on IP in general. Like you have the Claynosaurus, giving out shares, like making, people part of it. Azuki again, I mentioned with the art, with the TCG, hitting all. You got V Friends with Topps Chrome, which is a massive, massive card producer. Like all of this, like IP is winning right now, and I'm not sure what the sentiment was before, but I'm so convinced that when you find a great team, great characters, great story, great community, that's all the recipe for a great long-term investment. Junkie is a man of few words, but when he says them with passion. In chimpers, right? In chimpers language. But yeah, guys. Uh-huh. Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you jumping up, Crusher. Enjoy your dinner with wifey. It was great to hear some of your lore, and yeah, hopefully you can jump in on these spaces and get that perspective from the OGs that were there. But yeah, man, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Oh my goodness, I'm there too. I'm there too. My back hurts. I'm there too, bro. All right, brother. Take care, bro. Yeah, I think yeah, we've touched on a lot. We've gone through what's going on. A lot of stuff to be excited for. Big numbers, big big pieces exchanging hands. Yeah, overall it feels great. Not a lot of stuff was given as far as information goes about the partnership, but I'm sure that if anything, the past is an indicator. I'm sure it's going to be a very chimpish years to come because it is a 6-year partnership with this new brand, his new licensing partner. Yeah, so I mean, I can't wait to see what kind of products come out. You're gonna see me with a whole bunch of Chimpers products. That's like all I can say there. But yeah, Junkie, you got any parting words, bro? I appreciate you jumping up, holding it down with me. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Thank you so much. Poofies, Wipers, Insight. Yeah, legends. We've come to the closing. I wish you guys a good rest of your Tuesday. But until next Tuesday, hope you have a good one. Chim champ. No, no outro music. Later, fellas. Oh yeah, that was a great one. Let's go. Dang, a little bit of like memory lane there. Yeah, to those that were watching, let's see how many. I hope you guys had, some insight. I hope it was of value to you guys. Of course, we don't want to waste people's time here. So every second that you tune in, we take that with
seriousness, and yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna go touch some grass. But yeah, hope to see you guys on the timeline for my people, my family over there, one step at a time. Appreciate you tuning in. And for Cherry Chim Chronicles family, have a good rest of your afternoon. Uh, and until next time, where you guys are at, hope you guys are having a blessed day. Stay safe. Love. Cherry Champ out. All right, it's time to go.